Hello everyone, it's Mr. Watkins, digital apps teacher. I'm going to overview the 7th grade syllabus for you. This will be posted on Schoology as well, so it'll always be there, not just in video but actually a file. You can click the links and it'll all work for you. At the top you'll see my contact information. First contact should be email. As I'm teaching, I can't really get to the phone and have any kind of length of a conversation, but if I get an email, we can schedule a phone call during my prep time or whatever if a phone conversation is necessary. Hopefully we can resolve things through email, and all of our communications are positive anyway, so that's what I'm looking forward to. So email first, and then we'll go from there. You got the Carlisle mission statement there, which I think is nicely said. We're here to help students become productive members of society. Basically, that's in a nutshell. Yes, the reading, math, social studies, encore classes are all very important, but it's also important that we know how to work together and understand each other to the best of our abilities. This course, digital applications, every day you're going to need your iPad. If you forget your iPad or you don't have it, that makes digital applications very difficult. The iPad is assigned specifically to you, so I don't have extra ones. I'm not going to give you a real hard time about it. You're just going to have to make up the work outside of class, and you're in here for like 80 some odd minutes this year, so that's a long time to kind of sit without much to do. So remember your iPad, and we won't have any problems. But if you do forget it, we'll deal with it. Statement of purpose. Basically, it's to learn about digital applications. 7th grade, you're going to be doing Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Sway, much like you did last year in 6th grade. We just hopefully can advance our knowledge and become more proficient users of those apps. You're still going to do typing and coding and digital citizenship. That's all part of 7th grade as well. You were going to use our iPads and some of the apps that are on there, like iMovie, stop motion. We may get into some of those things as well. And then you never know. Technology is always changing. There's new things out there. Things might be brought to my attention that would be useful to cover in class. I'm here to make you the most efficient student possible. So if there's something that's new that pops up or an idea that a student may have, then we'll consider that and maybe add it to what we're doing. So this is the syllabus, but it's not necessarily written in stone either. So I'm not going to read all this to you. I just kind of mentioned all this to begin with. Grading in here, a little bit unique, but if you had me last year, you'll understand this as well. There's a rubric here that if I click, it will bring me to it, which most of you have seen if you've had me last year again. If you're new, it's pretty straightforward. Every day, whether you're in class or now if it's a remote day, I'm going to be giving you a 5-point grade, and that's where the majority of your grade comes from in here. So student works productively during the allotted class time or home time. Right? You want to get your work done. Student shows proficient content knowledge. To me, I will have rubrics for individual projects, but that all relates back to this 1 point for the day, that you're showing me that you are proficient. And basically that means I believe as your instructor that you could take the skill or the content outside of my class with me not around and produce an effective document or slideshow or whatever it might be. You don't have to be a perfect PowerPoint creator and presenter by any stretch of the imagination, but do I believe you can create one and present one effectively? And that's where that point would come from. And there's guidance from other rubrics, and I'll explain all of that in person as well. Students respect other space and equipment. You allow students to work basically be on time in your seat, pay attention. Down here, this is a little bit different. I call it an attendance activity. It used to be a bell ringer is what I would call it, something you do every day when you come in. And in order to be marked present or accounted for on your remote days, at minimum, right, there'll be other things that you're supposed to do on those remote days, but at minimum, if you do the attendance activity, I will mark you present for the day, right, which is important. I need to do that. I'm going to go back to the syllabus now. That is not the syllabus. This is the syllabus. You'll see some expectations. You're in 7th grade. You had me last year. I expect you to respect my classroom, respect me, respect their classmates, the learning environment. We all need to give each other the opportunity to teach on my end and to learn on your end. If you're doing anything that interferes with those things, I will let you know politely. I will try to redirect you, and we'll go from there. There's a warning, parent contact, discipline referral, those types of things. If I'm referring you to the office, you have done some things wrong, right? And we'll discuss those. Mainly, those would be profanity, physical altercations, extreme disrespect, things along those lines that I don't believe we should ever get to. So, looking forward to seeing you guys whenever that happens, a couple days, whether you're on the A or the B schedule, I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully you do, and you have your schedules, and I will see you during that time.